Hey there, I'm Kristen Meyer, and I am super excited because on November 17th, I'm going to be working with the Simpsonville Chamber of Commerce, and I'm going to offer a half-day training about communication styles. Now, I love talking about communications, learning about communications, teaching about communications, whether it's about gender, or generations, or styles in general. So this is a really great opportunity for me. I'm also super excited because it's going to allow businesses of any size to send people in and to get this education that usually is only reserved for really large companies or crazy amounts of money. So what we're going to talk about on the 17th are four main styles of communication. On each axis, so if you would have either a direct or indirect, or a high dominance or a low dominance, and then on the other one would be, are you more focused on people and emotion, or are you more focused on data and facts? So once you figure out what quadrant you're in, you can learn a little bit more about how you communicate. So if we look at just generally the first quadrant on the would be the high dominance and high focus on people and emotions, and that person would be called an emotive. So an emotive person is known for being pretty extroverted, or at least appearing extroverted. They are less inhibited by their displays of emotion. They're probably going to be laughing loud. They're going to be smiling. They command attention when they walk into the room. And they're going to be a little bit less formal than some of the other people. They're coming up and giving them a hug probably wouldn't bother them. The next person would be, if you're looking at high dominance or direct style, as well as instead of being focused on people and emotions, they're a little bit more focused on data and facts. This person's called the directive. Now, the directive can be short and quick. They're going to get right to the point. Oftentimes, they appear very task-oriented, and they probably aren't going to come across as warm and caring. That thought of walking up and giving them a hug, not quite the same. But they can get things done in a really quick and orderly manner. Next, we can talk about the reflective, and these are folks who are more indirect in their communication style, a lower dominance, and they have a focus on data and facts. You're going to find that they appear to be pretty introverted, so they're going to spend a lot more time internally versus externally. They're probably a little quieter. They can seem a little distant because they're so focused on the facts. I think about my experience working with engineers, and I had gone from the sales group to the engineering campus, and one of my friends said, if they don't say hello to you, it has nothing to do with you. It's just because they're thinking about a whole bunch of equations in their head and they need to focus. Which I kind of laughed because that's never been me, but that's a great description of the reflective. They're going to spend a lot of time figuring out details and making sure that something is done the right way. And then finally, you've got the supportives. Now, these are the folks who are low on dominance or less direct in their communication, and they're going to have a high focus on people and emotions. So it's really important for them to get along, to have teamwork, think kumbaya. They're going to be great listeners and super patient. Now, trying to figure out how to communicate to all of those folks is a totally different story. It's one thing to know, it's one thing to be able to execute a different communication plan. And that is what we're going to talk about if you want to come to my training. So I hope I will see you there on November 17th. Go to the Simpsonville Chamber of Commerce website to register. Have a great day and happy communicating.